Licensed clinical psychologist Dr. Lynn Geiger is joining us. She practices here on Hilton Head Island, and we are, I'm sure, not immune to the problem that is plaguing so many other portions of the country, and that, of course, is prescription drug abuse and opioid abuse in our community. Talk about it a little bit, about how prevalent the problem maybe is here in the Low Country, particularly on the island.
So I think what we're finding for the opioid abuse problem on the island is, at this time, it's primarily affecting older men. And I think if you kind of think of the common pathway of people that have aches or pains or post-surgery, and so they receive medication for the pain and then become addicted to that. So that's that pathway for older men. And at this time, I think we've had 12 deaths on the island.
Wow.
Of that age group. We're beginning to see some of that shift down to the age group of men who are 25 to 35. To my most current knowledge, we don't have deaths in that age group, but we do have a significant number of those men showing up in our emergency rooms and being treated by first responders for opioid overdose.
Yeah, that seems to be the area where it seems to be hitting the most nationally.
Correct.
What about our younger people, our teenagers? Not yet a problem?
Not
Something
yet.
we better nip?
Of course,
soon?
these things tend to trend downward in age groups. We had a survey in 2014 of our kids, grades 9 through 12, and at that point we were having about 8% of our kids were involved in prescription drug abuse. So that back in 2014, the focus was not as specifically on the opioid abuse. That was more the prescription drug abuse. Actually, that's Hilton Head and Bluffton combined.
Yeah. Okay. Still not an area where we want to see the numbers go up, although we know they are.
Absolutely correct.
What can we do about it?
Well, you know, let's go back. Some of the medicines we're talking about are, you know, the OxyContin, the Vicodin, of course the muscle relaxants, the sleep medications that people have in their medicine cabinet, to some extent. So that's also that Xanax group. And then,
is it something the medical community itself could, if they wanted to, police?
I think our local medical community has reduced their numbers of pills that they are prescribing at a time.
That's good.
So I think that is being very sensitively attended to. But I also think, in a larger perspective, all of us, whether you have a teen or a college person in your home or not, we keep these medicines in our medicine cabinet, and then anytime a guest can come in and, you know, quickly go to the bathroom and take them out. So I think one of the things that we can all really do is check out our medicine cabinets and probably remove some of these medications or put them in a more difficult to reach spot. I think, again, back to our teens, you know, this is an age group that often has a tonsillectomy, or they might have wisdom teeth removed. So I think it would be important for parents to really clarify who's going to be in charge of that medication, and be very thoughtful in handing those medications out. Of course, I don't want someone to have unnecessary pain, but just easy access to, whenever you feel a little twinge, take another pill. We all know that's the pathway to addiction.
That's the path we're all taking in a lot of cases.
Correct.
What community organizations are involved?
You know, the Low Country Alliance for Healthy Youth is very, very involved.
Okay.
I am very excited to say that this group just received an enormous grant from the federal government. We're the only place in South Carolina that received a grant. Some 700 were given out. It's pretty significant, Bob. It's $125,000 a year for 5 years, with the potential that that could be renewed after that.
That's fantastic.
So this group is the group that initially, it's a coalition. So we've got people from all different sectors of our community involved, and we were the ones that initially got the drug and alcohol evaluation done by the kids in 2014. We're really hoping we can redo that again to get some updated information on all of this. This group is doing quite a lot.
Thank you so very much. A program we're only beginning to deal with. Thanks again, Dr. Geiger.